It is that wonderful holiday season again, and I am here with some gift ideas for the loved ones in your life. This is kind of a mix of things for campers and hikers. We're going to start off with some lower price point items and then kind of work our way up. So let's dive right in because we got a lot to cover here. The first one is this little knot tying kit, and I think this could be a great stocking stuffer if you do stocking stuffers. I know in my family, stocking stuffers were kind of the big thing. You'd buy like a lot of little things and they go in the stocking. I actually keep this in my glove compartment in the car, so when Nick and I go out on trips, he's the one that usually drives, and then I can sit in the passenger seat and practice my knots. It's got like tons of little knots here to work with, and then I have 2 pieces of cord. I found with knots, for me, it's a use it or lose it thing, so I really do need to practice or I completely forget it, and I just thought this was a really cute little kit. Another stocking stuffer idea are just these Relight electrolyte mixes. I love the Relight. I've talked about this so much. And these are the little individual packets. So these are great for hiking, these are great for camping and just on the go. And they taste great, they help you stay hydrated. I drink it every day. I love salt. These are made with Redmond salt and it comes from Utah and they're really good. So this is lemon lime, mixed berry. Great little stocking stuffer. Next is a pocket bellows. This was an awesome Amazon find. I put this in one of my camping videos. So it's this tiny little thing. It looks like a car antenna. This one came with a little case and then it extends out and you can blow into your fire and it really helps your fire get going. And this thing is just one of those items that Nick and I, when we got it, we were just like, dang, we should have got this way sooner. And whenever we whip this out camping, people are always like, what is that? Oh my God, I gotta get one of these. So a little pocket bellows is a great stocking stuffer. Next are a couple of my favorite books. This first one is called The Comfort Crisis. I read this earlier this year and I loved it. Embrace discomfort to reclaim your wild, happy, healthy self. I learned so much in here. This made me think a lot and really, I think, encompassed a lot of why I love going hiking and going camping. It just really articulated it so well, and it was a really fun read. I think I'm actually going to read this one again. And then the other book that I would recommend is Deep Survival. This is actually one of my all-time favorite books that I've ever read in my whole life. I love this book. Who lives, who dies, and why. And it's not really a book of just like survival tales. I mean, there are survival stories in here, but it really does dive into the why and how people survived through some crazy, crazy scenarios. It just was an incredible read. It really made me think. And again, this is another one that I will be reading again. So these 2 books for the reader in your life, I think are awesome. Next up are just a nice pair of hiking socks. I feel like I always could use a new pair of hiking socks. So these are some of the ones that I have. These are by Smartwool. These are great. And also these are by Darn Tough. So again, you can find just a cool color or pattern that you think your person is going to love. And yeah, hiking socks are always good. I even, I sleep in these too when I go camping at night. I always pack a nice fresh pair of socks to sleep in because my feet get dirty. So I put these on even when I'm camping. Next is a new item for me. If you've seen one of my recent videos, you know how awesome these lights are. These are the Big Agnes tent lights. I actually don't know their official name, but there are 2 ways that you can use them. So you can coil them up and put them in here and hang this as like a lantern from your tent, or take them out and string them in your tent. And they come in 3 different colors. I have the red ones, which I really like because I use these at night. And so at night, I don't really want like a bright white or a blue light. The red is really nice just for that ambience in the tent. And they just create such a fun, cozy vibe. You can string them in all different ways in your tent. And I really love them. I already want to buy myself another pair of them. They're not pairs. This is cool for a gift because it's not really something that you need when you're camping. Like I said, I've camped for many, many, many years and I have just bought these for myself. But now that I have them, I'm like, oh, these are so cool. These would make such a really fun gift.
It's full of coffee.
Next, no outdoor gift list would be complete, I feel like, without a Yeti mug. Ugh, this one is full of coffee, which I'm gonna take a sip. Oh, that's some good stuff. This is the Yeti. I believe this is a 10 ounce, right? 10 ounces. Yeah, I love this size for camping. I feel like you just can't go wrong with a nice insulated mug. They're useful at home, on the go, at camp. Like, I use this every single day. So I just love one of these. They come in all different fun colors and can't go wrong. Yeah, especially like with a bag of coffee or something, that'd be a good gift. I put Black Rifle instant coffee in here, and honestly, their instant coffee is so good. This was actually Nick's cup of coffee, but it's mine now. All right, moving on, now that I got a shot of caffeine. Next, we have this little Bose mini speaker. And this thing is really cool. One, it's small, it's waterproof and pretty durable, I would say. Like if you drop it around here on a rock, I think it'd be all right. Nick can confirm he has dropped it. And then it comes with this little back strap so you can put it around something and then it clips there and you can hang it off stuff. So it's kind of cool to use and it's really good just for sort of like an outdoor lifestyle. Next are these really cool, versatile, I guess storage bags is what you would call them. Nick came home with these and I was like, where are mine? I knew immediately that I would want some of these. These are by Mountain Ops and they come in all different sizes and a few different colors and they're super lightweight. And the cool thing about them is, I mean, you could do a lot of stuff with this. You could do fire starter kit, gear, clothing, socks, underwear, whatever it is that you kind of want to keep compartmentalized. These bags are really useful. You can hang them. I talk about this a lot in my videos. Organization is key, I think, to really having just a smooth, relaxing camping trip. And so something like this, again, a million different uses and really just cool and useful to have. Next are the trusty trekking poles. Another item I have talked about a ton. If you are a hiker and you do not have trekking poles yet, you are missing out. These are so awesome for your hikes. They will protect your knees, your hips, make going uphill easier, make going downhill easier, get your arms involved in the hike. I mean, there's a bunch of uses to them. So these make a great gift if your friend or your family member loves to hike and they don't use trekking poles. Next are an item that will come as no surprise if you watched my other videos. These Athleta hiking pants. I have them in 2 colors, talked about them a ton. They are the greatest hiking pant I've ever found. So they have 3 pockets on each leg, front, side, and back. They're all zipper pockets. The front is kind of a little bit of a rougher material and the back is softer. They fit so comfortably. They're kind of a higher waist. They don't fall down. And if you have long legs like I do, they come in talls, which is kind of essential for me when it comes to leggings and pants in general. I need talls. The front cover here is nice for if you do brush up against a branch or something, like it kind of protects your leg a little bit, and I've never had a pair of these rip. I did sit on some sap in these black ones, unfortunately, but yeah, these are great, great pants. Next up, we have these towels by Nomadics, and these are just so awesome. If you do sort of water things outside, so we have those pack rafts, we often go camping and pack rafting or swimming, and they're nice and long, and they're super lightweight, quick drying, and they actually like absorb water, which is really nice. And then you can just kind of hang them up around camp and they dry really quickly. They even have some national park themed towels. So if you or a family member went to a national park together, so this is like the Yellowstone one, you could get a themed one that kind of just reminds them of that awesome trip that you took together. And it's also just a really useful gift. So they're really nice quality. Oh, there's that bison in Yellowstone. Yeah, these are really cool. My leg is falling asleep. That pretty big towel ends up folding up really small. So it's just, again, really great for travel, for camping, that kind of stuff. Now that I think about it, I've even hiked with this thing to a waterfall, swam, and then hiked out with it. So hikers too can get some use out of this. Next up is this Petzl headlamp. Nick was the one that actually bought this, and then I was like, now I want one. And the reason that this is such a cool headlamp is you can just recharge it directly. So it has this battery here. You can plug into the battery. You don't even need to take the battery out and put it in some separate device. You just charge it right in here. So it's just really useful, easy to use, easy to recharge. I have an older headlamp that technically is rechargeable, but I got to take the batteries out, go put them in some other thing, wait for them to recharge, remember to put them back in. And so just kind of having this in here and the ability to charge it directly is really cool. So now I want one, and I think it would be a great gift. Next up, we have this beautiful Benchmade knife. Nick got this for me for my birthday this year. I will say though that the sheath that it comes with, it's not very good. So he got me this custom one, but it just clips in there. And then this is something that I carry with me on all my hikes. I take it camping. It's sharp. You can use it to cut stuff. Next is my Garmin Instinct watch. I love this thing. I think it would make a fantastic gift. This is their women's version. It comes in all different colors. You can upgrade to like solar versions and all this stuff. This is pretty much just the base model. I love the look of it. It's rugged and durable for my outdoor lifestyle, but I don't feel like it's too bulky. Some of the features that I use the most are I'll have it track my hike, so I can just kind of keep track of my mileage and my time really easily. I use the steps on here all the time. I have sunset, sunrise, my heart rate, all that kind of stuff. It's really customizable, and there's also a men's version that Nick has, and he's had his even longer than mine, and he loves it. It's his favorite watch, and he uses it every day as well. So there's men's versions, women's versions, different colors, and again, plenty of upgrades depending on how much you want to add to your watch. Speaking of Garmin products, the next one is the InReach Mini. And I actually noticed the other day, if you are a Costco member, they have InReach Minis there, which I was kind of surprised to see. At least my local one has it. But this is just a satellite communicator, and so you can use this to communicate when you do not have cell service. So it's really useful for hikers and for campers. You can send pre-set up messages in here. You can also send custom messages. It does require a subscription, and then based on the level of subscription that you can get different functionality for it. But it's great peace of mind knowing that if you're out somewhere remote where you don't have cell service, there's not a bunch of people around or cars going by, that you can communicate and get some assistance for you if there is an emergency. So it's a great thing to have. It's a great peace of mind. There are also GPS units that have the InReach technology built into it. So it's a GPS and a satellite communicator if you want to go that route. This is just the satellite communicator. It's small, lightweight, and just a really great thing to have. Next, we have these big Agnes camp chairs, and I do get a lot of questions about these because they appear in my videos all the time. They are so awesome. They're really comfortable, and they pack up pretty small. So if you don't have a lot of room in your car, these are great. And yeah, they're just really comfortable. This one is the smaller one. So they're the same like style chair, but this one is bigger. I'll show you. Come on over here. Oh man, they are really nice. I would say for camping, I do kind of tend to like the bigger one a little bit better, and it honestly isn't that much bigger when it's packed down, but both of them are great, and they're just good for hanging out around the campfire while you're outside. A spark from the campfire got on that one. All right, so that's what I got for you this year. I hope you found some good ideas for the loved ones in your life. If you do still need some more ideas though, check out this video here. This is some gift ideas for the camp cook. So a lot of the fun things that I use to cook around camp, be some more ideas there. I will see you over there.